Hello everyone, glad to have you with me, CK2 much here, back at it again with Augustus Callistos Isauros, the Glorious of the Roman Empire. And, well, here we are at the end of the Civil War. We have no factions, a strong heir, and we will be leaving the empire in the stable hands of Callistos and Pamphilios. I have achieved my primary objective of restoring the Roman Empire from the Byzantine Empire, but I have decided that I will not continue my secondary objective of restoring the borders of Rome in this series. While this series has a small, consistent viewership, I just decided that I didn't want to spend too much time on it and that I would rather pursue a new series which you guys might like a little bit more. I've had a lot of fun doing this series and I've been so happy to share this with you guys. I've played CK2 for a long time. I've been playing it for a long time and I never restored Rome, so I'm really happy that I was able to do this, on camera, on YouTube, and share it with so many people. It's just been a lot of fun. As I said, it was my first and my longest series, but I think it's time to come to an end. I've just noticed that it's not getting too many views, and I think it would be better if I put my energy elsewhere. I think I will give you guys some updates from time to time, because I will continue to play this in my free time. I'm going to maybe, for example, if I take Egypt or Spain or North Africa, or the Middle East or something, I might give you guys a small update on what has happened, but I think I'm going to complete the second objective in my own time with my own game. Yeah, so I guess we can just take a moment and reflect a little bit on what's happened. I mean, it didn't take me too long to restore it. I'm actually shocked by how short it was. It took me, let's see, so I started as Constantinos, but I only played for him for like 2 years, and then Leon the Loyal took over. So it's only been about 130 years, which, I'm sure there are Let's Players who have done this way faster than I have, but, I thought it would take like 500 years, and it only took me 130. And I only played as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 emperors. So pretty short amount of time. When I look back at these emperors, I don't really, not too many stand out, to be honest. I mean, Leon the Loyal, he put down that civil war, but he did not rule for a very long time. And then his brother Christophoros, the warrior philosopher badass, he kicked the Serbians out of Greece. I think he pushed very far to the north. And then Nikitas and Maurikios, they kind of, steadily continued those gains. And I believe Maurikios was the one responsible for bringing Italy into the empire. Raphael, of course, he was the guy I did not want, the cruel, but he, he broke the Abbasids. He's probably the one I remember the most. He castrated the entire male line of the Umayyad dynasty, or the Abbasid dynasty, I'm sorry, of the ruling branch, I guess. And that led to the fall of the Abbasids, which let us, move into the Israel and Mesopotamia. So he was pretty interesting. And then, Photios did a good job of expanding the empire as well. He was responsible for getting England, and I believe he was the one that pushed all the claims that allowed us to get Aquitaine, West Francia, Austrasia, Germany, and so on. So he was, did a big push. And then finally, Callistos, he's the guy that's actually managed to start the empire, or restore the empire. He and Photios were the ones who finished off Jerusalem and Tunisia, which allowed us, and Egypt, I believe, which allowed us to finally reform it. And he also stopped a very credible threat to the Empire when he put down the Civil War in the last episode, or the last 2 episodes. And, you know, Pamphilios is quite a good heir, I think. He has a decent amount of man. He is an aggressively average person. Look at that. Above average. Like, he has above 10 on every single stat. He's not particularly good in any area, although he is an elusive shadow. But, like, it's crazy. He's very well-rounded. So I think he's going to end up being a pretty good emperor. But yeah, so, you know, I just wanted to reflect on that a little bit. In the next series, I am going to be moving over to Persia, and I'm going to play as Karen, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but probably Karen. And I'm going to try and restore the Persian Empire, and more importantly, become the Sayoshant for the Zoroastrian faith. That is also an achievement that I've never been able to do. If you are Zoroastrian, you can kind of reclaim Persia from the Arabs, from the Muslims, and, you know, put the Zoroastrian faith back into power and structure. They're kind of similar to the Jews in this game. Like, they don't really have an organized base of power. And so, yeah. But, so I'm looking forward to that series. And I just want to say, guys, yeah, thank you so much for watching this series. I know it's not as popular as the Game of Thrones series, but it was really fun for me, and I'm glad that I got to restore the Roman Empire with you. So let us say goodbye to Augustus Callistos, and, you know, you can look forward to some small updates as I continue. I don't know if there'll be videos. Maybe they'll just be pictures. But, you know, we're leaving the Empire in good hands. And it's at a stable place. So, yeah, we will call it a day. Rome wasn't rebuilt in a day, but we got there. So, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.